You know, for years I would always wear that one of these shirts, but it was always in blue. But I've been trying to get out of that routine and just take each shirt as it comes. Again, kind of like what I've been doing so far this year. But I have to say, I think I remember why green was my favorite color when I was a kid. It looks good on me. Happy Tuesday, everyone. So, let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. Well, there's no beating around the bush on this one. It's cold outside. Ridiculously cold outside. In fact, I can already tell you that, here's the thing. I actually keep bottles of water in my car, for emergency or in case I'm thirsty, right? If I were to go out to my car right now, every single one of those bottles is going to be frozen. Like, I know they are. There's no way they're not going to be frozen. Some of them, well, here's the thing. Yesterday, none of them were frozen per se, but the water became slushy. Well, don't get me wrong. I like it when the water does that. It's like Ned Flanders from The Simpsons. A popsicle, my favorite flavor, plain. That's what it is. But suffice it to say, if you're living in the 607 right now, bundle up and buckle up if you're driving, because it's a cold one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm almost too afraid to go outside. That's how cold it is right now. In fact, I think, at least in 2025, this is the coldest it's been. And sadly enough, it's actually going to get colder tomorrow. Hopefully, by the end of this week, that'll be the end of it. And maybe we won't have as cold of a week as this one. Hopefully. Again, I always keep saying every time I make it to March, I have a chance. My high was a very pleasant surprise. I got to see my nephews yesterday. Yeah, completely by surprise. And it was good. Got to see my nephews, had a lot of fun, it was awesome. Had such a great time they didn't want to go home. It was great. Love that. Listen, if a kid is literally crying and wailing, saying, I don't want to go home, you know you're doing a good job in terms of, hosting them. And, pretty obvious, my act of kindness was having my parents watch my nephews when they came to visit. So, yeah. You know what? I think it's fitting that, because here's the weather this week. It's supposed to be like in the single digits today, as low as like -2 or 3 tomorrow. And then Thursday, it's going to shoot up to like 28. Basically, by Thursday, it should be outright pleasant. Hopefully. And it makes sense because Thursday is when season 25 of Hot Ones begins. Speaking of which, let's see who the second Hot Ones guest of 2025 is. Shall we? Yeah, it'll be season 25, season 26. Season 26, episode 1, but it'll be the second Hot Ones guest of 2025. Okay. So, the second Hot Ones guest of 2025 is, wait for it, that is odd. There is no reveal as to who this week's guest is. Seriously? Okay, seriously, what gives? Like, it's always on Tuesday. Technically, they reveal it on, like, Monday night. Or Monday afternoon. But I purposely wait until this morning because I want to do a live reaction. Is it on First Week Feast YouTube community channel? No, just more stuff about Hot Ones versus. Well, that stinks. Who's this week's guest? There's gotta be like a Hold on, what movies are coming out this week? Maybe there's a guest on Hot Ones this week that will promote whatever movie's coming out. I mean, man, I don't know. Okay, seriously, this is, like, seriously, the entire time I've been doing this, like, today was supposed to be the Hot Ones reveal. And now I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I guess. You know what? It has been a while since I've actively thought about what Hot Ones guests I want to see take on the wings of death. I mean, some of them to this day haven't changed. I mean, I'd love to see Snoop Dogg do it, or Eminem. I'd like to see John Cena do it just because it's John Cena. Okay. Considering that last year Ariana Grande promoted Wicked, I'm sure Cynthia Erivo is going to promote Wicked for Good. That's coming out around Thanksgiving of this year. Yeah, that's actually why I never went to see Wicked in theaters. Because, I mean, I'm not going to wait a whole year to see the other part of the movie. I mean, it made sense to do it for Harry Potter because Harry Potter was actually much better in comparison. Or the Hunger Games. Hunger Games did that too. Or Avengers Endgame. That was awesome. I mean, not that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 needs any more publicity, but there's no reason why Ben Schwartz couldn't do it. The Hot Ones, that is. I could say anyone from the cast of One of Them Days, but Keke Palmer, SZA, and Issa Rae have all been on Hot Ones already. I mean, I suppose it could come on for a second appearance, but there's no need to. At this point, everybody wants to see Mark. I'm sure a lot of people want to see Mark Wahlberg on Hot Ones. I wouldn't mind seeing that either. Let's see. With Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning coming out, I wouldn't mind seeing Tom Cruise. Or Ving Rhames. Or Simon Pegg. One of those guys. I mentioned Sonic the Hedgehog 3 earlier. Idris Elba was already on Hot Ones, but Keanu Reeves hasn't. Or Colleen O'Shaughnessy, who voices Tails, and is a fantastic voiceover actress. Actually, I'm surprised there's not enough representation of voiceover, like specifically voice actors on Hot Ones. I mean, I'd love to see the likes of people like Rob Paulson or Jim Cummings or Stephen Bloom or Tress McNeil or Kath Soucie or E.G. Daly, Tara Strong, Cree Summer, D. Bradley Baker, like those guys. I mean, as long as we're talking about voiceover actors who could be on Hot Ones, I'm not sure if it's a good idea. Frank Welker and Peter Cullen, who are Megatron and Optimus Prime, respectively. Jeff Bennett, he's another voiceover actor who would be good on that. He was Johnny Bravo. Yeah. This is odd. I can't believe First Week Feast Instagram doesn't have the Hot Ones guest up yet. I'm shocked. Ooh, you know what? Maybe they'll do NFL players. I mean, the NFL offseason should be coming up soon. So maybe we'll get the likes of, Travis Kelce's on there. What about Pat Mahomes? Or Josh Allen? Or Lamar Jackson? Or, any football player. Seriously, I could do an entire episode of football players I think would be great on Hot Ones, but that'd be that'd be its own episode right there. That'd be its own video right there. Maybe they want to keep the audience in suspense until the day of. Makes sense, I suppose. But that's weird. You know what? Hold on, I know a few other people who make for good Hot Ones guests. Taylor Tomlinson, Chappell Roan. Oh, if Chappell Roan was ever on Hot Ones, everybody would go nuts. I'll be honest, I've never heard any of Chappell Roan's music before. The only thing I know about her is that she and Olivia Rodrigo were besties or something. Matt Rife, he'd be another cool guest to have on Hot Ones. Yeah. Adam Ray and Brian Williams, those two guys, they'd be awesome to have on Hot Ones too. This is odd. I can't believe First Week Feast hasn't revealed who this week's Hot Ones guest is going to be. I mean, it doesn't necessarily put a damper on this day. In fact, with not reacting to whoever it is, I can focus on, for once, thinking, who hasn't been on Hot Ones yet that I would like to see? So, I still think this was a pretty productive video. I mean, again, I do kind of wish we know what, who the this week's Hot Ones guest is. And I might as well check out First Week Feast Instagram. Which fast food You know what? I'm glad that First Week Feast has a which fast food restaurant has the best fish sandwich thing on Instagram. Okay, so McDonald's is 6, Long John Silver's is 5, Popeyes is 4, Culver's is 3, Burger King is 2, Wendy's is 1. You know what? I've had the fish sandwich at Burger King before. That's pretty good. I haven't had the one at Popeyes yet. I never got the fish sandwich at Long John Silver's, but I had the fish before. It's pretty good. How interesting. Yeah, at this point, I'm sort of delaying the inevitable that's going outside in the freezing cold. Oh, gosh. I just gotta get to wherever it is I gotta go, and hopefully it won't take too long for me to get there. So again, if you're going outside today, please bundle up. Frankly, you can't tell, I actually have on like several layers on. And I'm still worried about going out there. It's weird, like I have layers on like my core, which is essentially my head and my, well, technically your core is your head, but I meant like my torso. But it's like my legs and like my hands that get cold really fast. But for once I actually remembered gloves, so let's see how this goes. I hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video. For all of you guys watching, Joe from Neil. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk to channel, we'll be here to let you know. Always have your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby. Oh, and by the way, congratulations to the Ohio State Buckeyes for winning the national championship.